Early life and journey to MMA. A look at Khabib's roots in Dagestan, a region known for producing tough and skilled fighters. From his childhood wrestling on the mountainsides with his father to training in mixed martial arts at a young age. His dedication to discipline, family, and his father's vision for his future. The undefeated streak. Khabib's rise through the ranks of MMA, an undefeated streak built on a combination of grappling dominance and tactical intelligence. His victories over fighters from various countries, and his rise to prominence in the UFC. The fight for the UFC lightweight title. The circumstances surrounding the vacant UFC lightweight title after Conor McGregor's legal troubles. How Khabib was positioned to face the top contenders, and how his unrelenting wrestling style made him a feared opponent in the division. 2. Background of Iaquinta, the underdog story. Iaquinta's early career. Born and raised in New York, Al's journey to MMA was a different one. His story of training in a gym with friends, his development into a tough and scrappy fighter, and his time competing on The Ultimate Fighter, TUF. Al's ups and downs in the UFC. Iaquinta's experience in the UFC, from his early struggles to his rise as a reliable contender. His wins over notable fighters, and how he earned his shot at the lightweight title, even though he wasn't initially considered a top contender. The wild card. Al's mindset as the underdog, accepting the fight with Khabib on short notice, knowing he was stepping in as a replacement. His will to prove himself against a seemingly unbeatable force. 3. The stage is set. UFC 223. The buildup to UFC 223. The turmoil surrounding the event in the weeks leading up to the fight. The controversy involving Khabib's original opponent, Tony Ferguson, who was injured and pulled from the fight. Conor McGregor's infamous incident in which he threw a dolly metallic cart through a bus window, causing chaos and pulling him from the event. Khabib's calm demeanor during this time, and how Iaquinta unexpectedly stepped up as the replacement. Public perception, the contrast in public opinions. Khabib's legions of fans and his reputation as an unstoppable force against the relatively unknown Iaquinta, who many felt had no chance against the Dagestani powerhouse. 4. Round 1. The clash of styles. Iaquinta's strategy. Al enters the fight with a strategy to keep the fight standing, avoiding Khabib's grappling at all costs. Al's striking game, his strong takedown defense, and his own experience in the cage. Khabib's ground game. From the first minute, Khabib looks to impose his will, attempting takedowns and pressuring Al into uncomfortable positions. His relentless pursuit of the takedown, despite Al's defensive efforts, sets the tone for the fight. The struggle between Khabib's wrestling and Al's striking. 5. Round 2. The Takedown War. Al's defense against the takedown. Al's resilience in avoiding Khabib's takedowns for as long as possible. His awareness and defense against the Dagestani's wrestling, knowing that if Khabib gets him down, it's all over. Khabib's wrestling prowess. How Khabib eventually gets the takedown, and Al's tenacity in trying to scramble and avoid being controlled. Khabib's dominance once on top, showcasing his world-class grappling skills as he relentlessly pursues submissions. Al's heart. Despite being overwhelmed, Al never quits. He continues to fight back, showing grit and determination, refusing to be dominated completely. This round establishes Al as more than just an underdog, but a tough opponent who has the heart of a lion. Round 3. Khabib's pressure Vs. Al's tenacity. Khabib's control. The round begins with Khabib pressuring Al, attempting to wear him down with his suffocating style. The pace of the fight begins to show on Al's face, his fatigue visible as Khabib continues to pursue takedowns. Al's moments of brilliance. In small moments, Al lands solid strikes, countering Khabib's attempts and managing to stay on his feet longer than many expected. This round is a testament to Al's training and willpower, even as Khabib's grappling continues to dominate. The fight in the clinch. Khabib's ability to control the clinch and continue to work for takedowns, grinding down Al's energy and taking the fight to the ground. Round 4. The breakdown. Khabib's dominance. Khabib's suffocating pressure begins to break Al's will. The takedowns continue to come, and Al is increasingly exhausted, yet continues to try and push forward. The battle between Khabib's relentless approach and Al's resistance. Al's fight back. Al's desire to turn the fight around becomes evident as he tries to mount more offense. He lands a few strikes, but they don't seem to faze Khabib. Still, Al fights with everything he has, showing how dangerous a fighter can be when backed into a corner. 8. Round 5. The final act. The final push. In the 5th round, Khabib continues his domination, but Al refuses to go down without a fight. Despite being clearly exhausted, Al fights for every second of the round. His body is battered, but his heart is still in the fight. Khabib's victory. Khabib secures another takedown and continues to press Al for the majority of the round. The fight is one-sided, but Al's resilience keeps the crowd on edge, cheering for his heart and determination. Khabib's relentless style eventually earns him a unanimous decision victory. 9. Aftermath, the glory, and the heart. Khabib's victory. Khabib, once again, proves his dominance in the lightweight division. With the title now officially his, Khabib's celebration is quiet and respectful. He acknowledges his opponent, but is already thinking ahead to the next challenge. Al's heart and respect. Despite the loss, Al earns respect from fans and fighters alike for his bravery in stepping up to fight the undefeated champion on short notice. The crowd cheers for Al's toughness, and he leaves the cage with his head held high, having given his all. What's next for both fighters? The fight marks a pivotal moment in both men's careers. Khabib solidifies his place as one of the best in the world, while Al continues to grow as a fighter, earning respect from all corners of the MMA community.